Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Punk Rock Review, home of a bunch of opinionated crap you don't care about, also the home of the feedback you provide that we don't care about, keeps us on an even playing field, and we like that. Real quick shout out to our sponsor, absolutely no one. Feel bad and give us money. Anyhow, moving straight into it today. Today we're going to be talking... hold on. We can't move straight into it yet. You know we're professional gamers, obviously. Anyhow, moving straight into it today. Today we're going to be talking about a game that's been out for a good substantial amount of time now. How long of time? Who cares? It doesn't matter. But of course today we're talking about God of War Ragnarok. That's right, God of War Ragnarok. Now, this is going to be our first thoughts and impressions, man, because we're at presumably maybe approximately halfway through the game or so. We don't know exactly where the halfway mark is because we never beat it yet. But we're on our way to and whatnot. We're a little past where Atreus, hangs out with the, gal that throws all the paint shit and stuff or whatever. Yeah, man, some awesome battles in that whole, realm and level and such. But we digress. Today, of course, we were talking about our first thoughts and impressions on God of War Ragnarok. So, first thoughts and impressions, God of War Ragnarok. What can be said about this one? Well, man, if you are a fan of course, the God of War series, and you especially liked the kind of envisioning of it in the last God of War release on the PS4 and such, then look no further, man, for the continuation of that in the, kind of Ragnarok God of War title that's been released. Now, if you haven't done the first one, we would highly recommend going through that one, even prior to even completing the second one, because you're going to get a lot of the kind of backstory, man, and you are going to get a substantial amount of references and things of that nature, man, that, are kind of brought back into the forefront, man, of the story that you, of course, get to experience in the first game. Now, that's not to say that there isn't a little kind of recap that you can watch and stuff like that, man, before you get into this, and that is a very nice inclusion and stuff. We actually found ourselves, kind of checking it out and refreshing ourselves as well, because we didn't burn through, the first game for a third time or whatever, prior to starting this one up, and it'd been a minute and such. So always great to have a refresher, and it was very refreshing to see a game add something like that into it, especially a sequel, man, to the series and whatnot. You call it a sequel, we're not talking about the old school God of Wars and whatnot, PS eras and such. Irrelevant. You know what we're talking about. Hi, Mom. If not, we'll explain it at dinner tonight, obviously. All right. So Ragnarok, man. First thoughts and impressions. Man, it definitely, in the first few hours of this one, man, did not hold our interest or suck us into the story or do nearly to the extent of, kind of immersive kind of, pulling us into the direction of getting sucked into the game that the last title, God of War, did. Now, with that being said, as we have progressed, and as we have played, and as the story has opened up more and more, we are slowly getting that pull and draw to, go back in and finish it and complete it and stuff. And, this isn't a long-term, been a while draw. This is a, we have just started this one recently and stuff, a few play sessions and whatnot. We could have devoted more time to it so far than we have. But we have started to enjoy the time we're devoting to it more and more, and that's going to lead to us jumping into it to finish it more and more as we get more in depth with the story and more immersed in the experience that it brings to the table. And we'll tell you what, man, with how they mix it up on this one or whatever, a little different, give us money, leave, there's spoilers coming up. Did you give us money and leave? If you don't want to hear spoilers, go give us money and leave. Cash App. That money sign Punk Rock Review. It's up there. Give us money. All right. And leave. We're talking about spoilers now. Okay. Now that our mom's gone, God of War Ragnarok, man, when they start mixing it up, man, and you start getting to play as Atreus and whatnot, especially, past the first time or two and whatnot that you get to play as them, man, it starts really, really changing the dynamics of how the game feels, man. And it's insane to go from, Atreus to Kratos and back and forth and such or whatever as you're, in their different roles and their different parts and aspects of the story. Man, the people at Santa Monica, they did such a phenomenal job in driving the differences between how they feel when you're controlling them, man. You got the more sluggish, powerful kind of Kratos, man, and you have the agile, fast, flighty, Atreus and whatnot, and they just play complete opposites to each other. But you find yourself enjoying both of them when you get to be either one, because they are so well designed as characters with their little skill sets and things of that nature. And as you level stuff up and progress and learn more and get more XP and unlock skills and things of that nature, man, it just opens up even more and more and more. As far as first thoughts and impressions, like we said, it didn't come swinging hard out of the gate, and we have not completed it yet. We're at about the halfway mark and such for first thoughts and impressions, but with it not swinging out of the gate, it is starting to find its feet under it and really starting to throw some haymakers and whatnot that are very well starting to connect, man, to get us to drive in. But, there still is that lingering, such as, last night, case in point, for all ones of you that want to hear this. Maybe our mom came back. Hi, Mom. We had the opportunity, we were either going to jump back on some Hell Let Loose, or we were going to, do some DayZ or something like that, man. We don't know. Or God of War, that, is kind of lingering over us, like, finish this. Man, we were real close to starting one of the other games, but we did pull for it, man, and so we jumped into it again last night. Man, just some great fun to be had. And yeah, the immersion is coming. It's just taking a little longer to get there and whatnot. But yeah, the designs, all of that, man, the layout, it's still kind of the basic, semi-linear type ordeal that you're going to go through and such, and the levels. But man, the story's starting to find its feet at about just under the halfway mark, and that is, of course, one of the biggest driving facts that keeps people kind of engaged, and that's what we want. We want that engagement for us, and it's starting to do that, which is a great sign of things to come. So hopefully it rounds up, just as great as it's starting to hit in the middle, and hopefully it continues to, land those punches to keep us wanting to come back to it and such. And so far, it's done a great job at that. Started off a little slow, but man, it's getting there, as opposed to the, the first one or whatever, the last, God of War that had come out prior to this, 2018, 2016, I don't know, whatever, who cares. That one, it sucked you in immediately and such, as far as how it starts and everything, man. But yeah, continuation, it's picking up pace, it's getting better, and lots of, good things hopefully to come still or whatever. Enjoying the hell out of it. God of War Ragnarok, first thoughts and impressions. What can be said about this one? It gets a good old-fashioned okay. Because okay, it's finally getting to where, it should be, at least in our book. Who are we? No one. No one cares except you. Hi, Mom. That's it. Give us money. Have a good one. You probably didn't. We'll catch you next time. Probably won't.